Hey, what is going on, guys? Ben here from RuneCraftPC, and today I'm bringing you loot from 1 hour of Rorari. I did just finish killing 1 hour. I didn't do an average, so this may not be exactly specific, but it is my loot from 1 hour, and it is a kind of representation of how much you can make. A quick thing to note: I do actually have an Ascension bow and an offhand chaotic crossbow. Yeah, that happened. So if you watch my Ascension series, if you've seen the second episode, I did say it is a pre-recorded series, and I have got the Ascension bow main hand already. I hope that's not too much of a spoiler, seeing as it's inevitable that I was going to get it. It was just how long it's going to take, and I'm not giving anything about that, about how long it took me to get it away. So for killing Rorari, I would say you need a minimum of 70 range and defense just to start killing them. Preferably at least level 85 range and defense, a royal crossbow and full armadillo. You need 81 slayer as a base requirement to kill them. If you don't have 81 slayer, you cannot attack them at all. They are a slayer creature. No items are really useful here. Magic no paper's not needed. Bone crusher doesn't really help. They don't drop bones. Charming imp, they drop shit all charms. So I got 2 crimsons and 3 blue charms in 1 hour. So it's really not worth it unless you're going for green charms. I would say bring an Ava's accumulator or a tractor to save money on ammo. And the Ring of Wealth is not useful either because it doesn't affect the drop rate unless you want to take a Ring of Wealth to try and luck out and get something off the universal rare drop table. So that is pretty much everything for levels and requirements. To get to the Ascension Dungeon, you just want to home port to Uglog down here. If you haven't unlocked it, get your games necklace, I think it is. Teleport to, no, Ring of Dueling, teleport to Mobilizing Armies and just run northeast a little bit until you can activate the lodestone. And from the lodestone, you literally just run northwest the tiniest bit, and here you are at the Ascension Dungeon. Rorari are scattered all across this dungeon, but there are a few places which are better than others. This is one of the main places to do it. It is highly populated, so it can sometimes be hard to get a world. But this place right here, there are a lot of Rorari, and if you can find a world, is really good. If not, then just look around the rest of the dungeon. It's not much point me going around and showing you the best spots. It's not that difficult to work out for yourself, but yeah, I'm not gonna crush this guy. So the drops you're going to be looking out to pick up here are the Ascension Keystones and the Runite Limbs. They also sometimes drop seeds like Lanternime and Dwarfweed. You can look out for them, but apart from that, it's mainly the Keystones and the Runite Limbs. I think that's pretty much everything. Oh, another thing about your inventory. Pots, I would say supers or extremes. You can bring overloads like I do, but you don't really need them. Supers will do fine. For a pack yak, you don't need a pack yak. You won't really be banking stuff apart from the Runite Limbs. But if you don't have a pack yak, just bring magic no paper and it will not affect your money per hour that much at all because you don't actually receive that many drops. And prayer pots and super restores, I would say bring, for an hour trip, I would bring 2, maybe 3 prayer pots. Obviously, it's depending on your prayer level. I would pray mage because it does save a lot of food and saves you from a lot of damage because a lot of them attack you at once and they can deal a bit of damage over time. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that's everything about your inventory setup and how to get there. If you have any other questions, then just post it in the comment section below, but it's time to actually get into the drops I got and the price check. So all of the drops you're seeing right now in the background were received in the hour that I did. And the first drop I managed to pick up relatively quickly was a Keystone Sextus, and that was, I think, 315k. The second one was the Secundus. They are all roughly around the same price, apart from the Primus, which is about 200k more than the others. So the third one was also a Sextus. I think I got fairly lucky in how many keys I got in this hour. I don't know if I got lucky or if it was standard or if I got unlucky maybe, but I'm happy with the amount I got. There we go, the 5th key was the Primus, the most expensive one. It's about 500k compared to 300k for the other ones. And then for my 6th I got a Quartus. which is not too bad either. I was kind of expecting less, really. I thought, the keystones are kind of cheap now. I'll maybe get, I don't know, 3 in an hour. But there is the last one I got, and it is a Quintus, yep. So I actually managed to get 7 in an hour. Here we go. You can now see my inventory and everything I got. So there are the 7 keystones. I picked up 1 Lanternheim seed and 24 Runite limbs. Not too shabby. I have not price checked this yet, so kind of interested to see how much it is. Purely from the Runite limbs, and that's 250k. Da-da, 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 da-da-da. Right, 2.6 mil in 1 hour. That's decent, that's decent. I think I got fairly lucky with the drops. 7 keys. So I'm going to say it could be between I'm going to say between 2 mil and 3 mil an hour, this money making method. It's not the best really. I managed to pick up 3.6 mil an hour doing Frost Dragons, and that is consistent and on the dot. You know how much you're going to make. So this is a bit of a risk, but it's nice to mix up money making methods. Do maybe 2 hours at Rorari, 2 hours at Frost Dragons. It's nice to do. It's alright XP. Frost Dragons are better, but this is probably a bit easier. You can put on Revolution and auto attack and just sit back and watch yourself do the damage. But yeah, 2.6 mil an hour, pretty standard, nice money making method and decent per hour. I'm sure a lot of people will use this and it'll be quite useful. If you guys enjoyed this video or liked it, please drop a like, comment, subscribe. I love to see the support. And I just quickly want to say thank you for the 5 likes on my first 2 episodes of Acquiring Ascensions. That was really cool to see. And yeah, I'll have a video out for you soon.